stop. You can build a community. Even if you don't have a lot of friends, you don't have a lot of money, you don't know where to meet, you can still build a community. What do you have to do in order to start? You need to sit with your feelings. What do you believe are your obstacles? Figure that out first. If you have a lack of friends, there are lots of ways to solve that. Well, first thing you need to do is have access to people. You can get access to people in a lot of different ways. One is through apps like the Nextdoor app, which brings community members together. Another way that I've made friends is through church and the community that you build there. And other ways are by joining clubs or music groups or, things like that. I mean, there's book clubs, there's writers' workshops, there's, groups that do music together. There are a lot of different ways that you can try to connect with people who are similar to you, that like similar things. Another obstacle sometimes is fundraising or having the money in order to be able to afford to do things together. You could have dues in your group, like when you come together, everybody puts in a couple bucks or something. You can do bake sales, of course. If you have access to a church, you can do gatherings at the church or things like that. You can also use social media. There might be people that'll come together on an app. I'm not going to push one social media over another, but whichever one that you guys decide is the best for you. Community events like the farmers market, for example, you can market products and come together to decide on ways to fundraise through a lot of different online methods, as well as things in the community. So those are just some ideas. Some possible solutions for finding a place to meet. You could rent space, again, at a church or a hotel or someplace that does meetings or gatherings or events. You could meet in someone's home. You can maybe find a coffee shop that has, space where you could kind of get off in your own little corner and meet. Might not even cost you any money. We do have a location like that here near where I am, but I guess that's not going to be everywhere. You just have to see what's out there. You're going to have to do a little research on that. But you can find places. So don't give up just because you don't have a big enough space for everyone to meet. And your group doesn't have to be huge. It can be 5 people, 10 people. It can be whatever size you feel like it needs to be. Whatever you decide on, once you figure out how you can get access to people, how you can conquer some of your obstacles, like where to meet or how to get money together to be able to afford to do anything, there are a lot of reasons to go to all the trouble to do this. For example, community gives you a certain sense of safety. And when there are difficult times, y'all can come together to kind of help each other out. I think that a good idea, for example, would be like a single women's group, where women in your community get together to help single women out, especially moms. I mean, it doesn't have to all be moms. It can be widows, can be people who choose to live on their own for whatever reason, choose to be single, or have lost a spouse or whatever reason. Women can come together to be the light in the darkness for them. So there are a lot of good reasons to form some kind of a community of your own. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone needs to have some kind of a community space to live in and be in, because they have determined that one of the things that keeps people alive and functioning long into old age is a community group. There's been a lot of research done on the blue zones, and one of the most important factors of living long well is your community. There are a lot of places in the world that have blue zones where people come together. Women might come together and cook a meal in their kitchen together every day. They might take walks together or sing together or just whatever you can do. I mean, exercise, farming, gardening. There are a lot of ways that people can come together that are good for their health and good for, their safety. I mean, an older person, whenever they no longer can function just by themselves, they need to have those people around them that are going to help take care of them. And so having a community is a really important thing to develop at some point in your life. If you haven't done it your whole life, you certainly need to do it, especially for those years, when you're on your own. Even young people can come into a circumstance where they need to have a community. It's happened to people that I know, where they've gotten illness and they didn't expect to, but they're only in their 20s. What are they going to do? Without community, without people you can rely on consistently, you're going to have problems. So you need to think about these things. This is an important thing to do. It's a life skill that will definitely keep you safer in the long run and give you the opportunity to talk to people about the needs of your group. So just keep that in mind. This is an important thing to do, and you need to stop telling yourself that you can never form a community. You can. Stop thinking you can't. The biggest obstacle is your mindset. And once you get your mindset figured out, the rest will follow.